Is this racist? Hey everybody, what's up again? Mike for Flew the Coop here, bringing you another video about a black woman coming out of Macon, Georgia that decided she was going to have a conniption fit that day and take it out on her daughter because she disobeyed her commands. Let's jump right into it. Roll the clip.
Coverage tonight, a viral video led to a Macon mother being charged with child abuse, and the family who recorded that video is now speaking out. Our Brianna Cook talked to them earlier today to find out more. She's live in the studio this evening. Brianna?
Greg, the videos were recorded by another child, and we would like to warn you what you will see may be disturbing.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
This video comes after an 8-year-old was outside playing with her neighborhood friends. Gabriella Harris and her sister were outside playing with the child from the video.
We were in a pool, and that's when we decided to move the trampoline closer to the pool so we can jump in and out of it. And when we did that, I think she got mad and came outside and told everyone to leave.
Shortly after, Harris says she saw the little girl outside asking them for help, and that's when they decided to record. In the video, you can see the little girl running away from her mom while the other children yell. The child is then dragged through the grass and hit in her face.
Watching that take place, how did that make you feel in that moment?
It made me feel sad.
Gwen McKenzie, Gabriella's aunt, says as soon as her nieces sent her the video, she immediately called the Bibb County Sheriff's Office. She says she called numerous times but did not get the response she expected.
So I ended up having to go to the police department, and there was an officer sitting in his car, and he dispatched for 2 officers to come. It should not have taken 2 hours, because if it was a deadly situation, those kids could have been seriously harmed or they could have been killed.
McKenzie says she uploaded the video online to seek resources for not only the child but the mother.
The school's been making reports on it as well, but they couldn't do anything because there was no proof. And so I feel like it's a systematic failure here. A lot has failed that child. A lot has failed the mother as well. Because someone said to me, I even thought about posting her bond, but under the conditions that she get help.
McKenzie says she hopes some good comes from this.
I'm hoping and I'm praying that this incident is something like a wake-up call for not only us as black people or black mothers, it's other races that go through the same thing. This is a, look here, mental health awareness is something that needs to be taken serious, because you never know what would trigger you at any moment.
Bibb deputies say they got there as soon as possible and that the mother, Samira White, was arrested and charged with cruelty to children and turned custody of her 3 children over to a relative. Reporting live in studio.
So yeah, you saw this video right here. It's not a laughing matter. I don't have any children, but I know there was a huge stereotype when I was an adolescent that I can recall that black people used to laugh at white people and mock white people for talking to their children. Like they talk to them, they're trying to talk out their problems. You know, this is where you have a dialogue. This is where you have an exchange. This is where communication skills are built. When you talk to your children, you're able to foster some type of relationship where you're more communicative with one another. Black people had this set of beliefs that somehow you were supposed to strike the fear of God into your children because that's the only way you're going to get them to listen. And they would mock white people and white children's disorderly behavior, and they thought that was always a byproduct of talking to your kids. There was always like, oh, look at those white people, they talking to their kids. Whereas we're basically backhanding them, you know, slapping them across the face. I've seen women, you know, bust their kids up in the grocery stores when I was younger. So this is something that was very pervasive when I was younger, and this is, you know, we're talking over 40 years ago. So this video is fairly recent, and it's 2023. So I think we have learned something right now, that violence only begets violence, right? What's going to happen to this girl when she's a teenager? What's going to happen when she's an adult? The first thing she's going to immediately turn to is violence. This is something we have that is running rampant, and it seemingly has gotten worse. I can remember a time where, you know, we were violent, but it is to the point where we're at 1,000 already. If you say something we don't like, we are cranked up to 1,000 already. We're ready to fight. And I think this is what we deal with in some of the Black community, where our parents, especially the matriarch, I always thought the matriarch should be more sympathetic and more loving and more caring. And I'm not saying she isn't as a mother, but you just don't expect women to behave like this, you know, and in such an aggressive way. I mean, this is over the top aggression, dragging her daughter by the hair. And then you hear the language she's using with the daughter. Get your ass up. You better get your ass up and walk. You don't talk to children like that. So this is where I'm most concerned for, the young girl, because what does that translate to? And her other two siblings. If this is what's going on out in the open in the public space, imagine what's going on behind closed doors. Anyway, this is Mike for Flip the Coop. Hope you enjoyed the commentary. Until the next one, peace.